Good time zone, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary folks. This is ya boy, Tempest Rhymeblood, and we are back in the Inner Sphere, where the latest heavy metal band just calls themselves a Steiner Scout Lance. We're back with episode 6 of the RogueTech LP, in which our mercenary company, the Festering Wounds, has just taken on a contract to defend the planet of Fanardir from an incursion by House Merrick, also known as the Free Worlds League. We have 1 day until that contract starts, 17 days until we go bankrupt, so that's always fun. And all of our mechs and vehicles and pilots are in working order. So we are ready to get out and, as they say, kick some ass. Battle mission. Oh, yes. Looks like there's actually decent money, decent salvage. We are going to take the... We're going to take the salvage since this is a battle on a polar climate, which means heat sinking is going to be real good. Let's do it. Let's get all in on it. And if we can fight our way through the entirety of House Merrick's forces assaulting this system, I think we've got a very, very nice little chunk of money and salvage that we're going to be sitting on. So let's go ahead and rotate some stuff. We're going to take Fester, of course, in the Hunchback. We need somebody piloting the Huron Warrior. That's going to be Ironhead. We need somebody piloting the Javelin, and that is going to be Shorty. The Eagle cannot be piloted because it is missing... Well, it is missing several chunks of everything. Actually, wait. No, I think it's just underweight now. Let me double check that. Refit to view warnings. Nah, I'm good. We'll field our vehicles. So we'll take Kickstart in the Chasseur. We will take Ransor in the light rocket carrier, and we will take Bugs in the Venator VTOL. That is our full lance. We are dropping 1 chevron worth of lance. It's 225 tons, so we are starting to approach the limit of what we can drop. If we pick up some battle armor, we can start fielding battle armor in addition to all of this. We would be...
interface initiated.
And we're in. Alright, we've arrived in the region where the enemy was last indicated. Just by looking at the potential drop zone, it looks like we're on the edge of the map right here, but there's a lot of forest. There's a pocket of geothermal energy right here, which is going to mess with both sensors and heat. So we want to steer away from that, specifically. Well, maybe our missile boats could sit on it, but other than that, I don't think it's a particularly good idea. Let's move forward and clear some people out. We shouldn't let them get away if we can help it. Well, you know what they say, no survivors and no witnesses are two sides of the same coin. Vision is worse at night, but the Arctic temperatures improve sensor signals, meaning we're going to pick up better heat signatures. Unfortunately, we don't have the advanced sensors that give us... We do have night vision on at least one of our mechs, apparently. Distance from suggested deploy position, distance from known enemy position. Okay, so the enemy's right there, in this little patch of forest. I think we should drop... No, there's too much geothermal right there. We can't drop on this little hill. I think we should drop right here, actually. So our dropship touches down. We're not going to go over the mountain. We're going to cut around and through. But we are going to do our best to get that moving. Our Hunchback cannot act right now, but we will move Shorty in the Javelin And we're already picking up blips on radar. A flea, a locust, some inner sphere standard battle armor, and a chameleon. The chameleon is the threat. Assuming they don't call for reinforcements, the chameleon is the largest threat. The locust and the squadron of fleas, or the pair of fleas, are really just going to be distractions in this lance.
Yes, Commander.
So let's get Ransor in the rocket carrier. We're actually going to sprint him into the forest. That way he's got better cover and better evasion. Drive real fast. And we're done on his turn. So now the House Merrick forces are going to act. Looks like the fleas are going first, which makes sense as they're ultralight. I'm honestly not sure why they can be squatted up. I know in vanilla BattleTech, the flea is an individual unit, and it's like a 20-ton mech. But in RogueTech, they can be squatted up as multiple units.
Waiting for orders.
So we'll fly bugs up to the top of this mountain, because that is what VTOLs are for. And we have no chance of hitting. That's an important thing to note. However, what we should do is maintain observation. I don't know how long spawn protection is going to be here. Round 3. Okay.
Ready to rock.
We're going to get kickstart in the Chasseur to go up here. I think we will move the mechs over the mountain, actually, the 2 heavier mechs. Something worth doing, I think. Much like Ozzy Osbourne says, over the mountain, take the oppressive skies, or something like that. So that locust is going to advance on us. It's going to pick up a bunch of evasiveness. Wow, that's close. They're really going for this. The chameleon I'm concerned about, because the chameleon tends to have either large lasers or PPCs. But we'll go ahead and move the Huron warrior out to here, because once we climb this hill, not only will we have the high ground over these 2 mechs, we'll have straight shots in there. Spawn protection is removed. We are fighting now. The inner sphere standard battle armor is there. We're probably going to use our vehicles to take this out, to be honest, because battle armor doesn't have an advantage against vehicles.
Ready for
Shorty and his javelin are gonna go make some very bad things happen to these people. And we are activating the minigun as well. And we are just going to declare that minigun goes Bert. Because there's a strong possibility that with the damage we are doing, yeah, we'll shoot the acid off of that, and then the tandems off of that. And then follow it up with the massive burst from the minigun. And we're going to hope this works. Actually, no. Different plan. We're going to fire all acid this time around, and then tandems, and then the minigun. That way we maximize the chance that the acid is going to make impact.
Fire.
We did something. We did make impact with the acid SRMs. So I think he's running in to try to get a rear attack. No, he's just... Is he scouting for indirect fire? Like, what's the plan here?
What do you want?
Alright, Fester. I'm gonna have to sprint you over
In
here.
motion, Commander.
Because I cannot get you over that ridge. So, you're gonna brace.
What are your orders?
Kickstart. As much as I would love to make a kickstart my heart pun, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't know if I'd be able to land that joke. Do we actually have a shot? We have a 10% chance to snipe that chameleon. Or we can take the 27% chance to hit the fleas. Kickstart has been pretty reliable with being able to pump out damage at range. But I think we are going to take the shot at the chameleon. Because the worst that can happen is that we miss. And now that we have sensors on it, the only weapon it has is an extended range large laser. 2 of its weapons have been destroyed.
Copy that.
No effect on target,
Love on that strike.
but I'm not worried about it. Alright, initiative 12. The fleas are going to act. It's not great. I don't like it, but we're going to see what we can do.
Receiving you.
Alright, bugs.
Position confirmed.
What are my chances here? The AC-10 has a good chance of hitting the chameleon. It's also got a decent chance of hitting the locust in the rear. Plus, we can drop those cluster bombs. I think it's worth it. That was a pretty solid hit, I would say. Let's advance the Huron Warrior up the hill. 15% chance to hit with the Gauss rifle. Don't particularly like that. So we are going to take the breaching shot on the locust.
Fire on rear arc.
Miss, but it could definitely be worse. It could definitely be worse.
On my way. Double time.
We're going to move the light rocket carrier up. See what kind of shots we have. Nothing particularly good. I think we'll just fire the MRMs and the
Got
rocket.
the angle. Taking the shot.
We managed to sneak a lot of damage past the AMS. We got an ammo explosion to injure the pilot. We took out the AMS, meaning that we can now effectively just do missile barrages. Looks like the chameleon missed with its laser, but it was targeting that rocket carrier, which brings it back to our. We're gonna move Shorty back into combat here. And we're going to take a little bit of a bold approach. We're going to fire nothing but standard ammunition for the stability damage, in the hopes that we can get the knockdown, inflict the damage on the pilot, and therefore just incapacitate this mech immediately. We can also just take out center torso, since this is a rear attack, and that's much more likely to happen. But either way, I want to hedge our bets.
Targeting for an alpha strike. Target. eliminated.
I'm pretty sure he's done, yeah. The Inner Sphere Standard Battle Armor has just tagged that area for a mortar strike. That's bad.
Skipper,
We can get Chasseur out of the area of the mortar strike, and that's good. 27% chance to hit that flea, 42.1 on the chameleon, 19.3 on the Inner Sphere Standards. Taking the shot at the chameleon. We do see the mortars incoming 1 notification, but like I said, we're not tagged for the mortar barrage anymore. We are out of range.
affirmative.
That shot went way wide. Like, excessively so. We might have hit somebody on the next campaign map. Took a shot at the Chasseur and missed. That's good, because it's going to give us more opportunities to move our units. Alright, here come the fleas. Off to do whatever it is that fleas do. Looks like they hit the side armor on the Chasseur, and I don't like that. We gotta get that out of there. Looks like Shorty caught some stray shots, too. None of which I'm a fan of. I want to get you out of the line of
Location
fire.
confirmed.
These fleas are about to get obliterated. Like, honestly, I just want them off the field. I think actually we'll take the AoE rockets off, because I don't want to stray shot our javelin. But other than that, these need to go bye-bye. They're gonna be gone.
Engage.
And I don't really care how that happens, I just need it to happen.
Oh yeah. Short-range missiles are out.
What do you want?
So the rocket carrier does its job.
On my way,
Admirably
Commander.
at that. And I believe we're going to continue firing on the chameleon, because we really need... Well, really, it's kind of a paper tiger. It's only got the extended range large laser, and we're already closing to a distance where it's not going to be accurate.
Guns on target.
Ready for orders.
So let's get bugs going.
Got it.
I think I want to put the cluster bomb over here on the Inner Sphere Standard guys. I think that's my best course of action. Yeah, let's do it.
Here it comes.
No effect on the autocannon, but that's honestly not the thing I'm worried about.
SRM are out.
We didn't do too much, unfortunately, but we did something.
What do you need? On my way.
We get the Huron Warrior into position for a shot on the side of the chameleon. We are going to make it a breaching shot.
Firing on target. Scored a crit.
And there it is! Extended range large laser destroyed. This thing is no longer a threat. All it can do is melee attack, and it will accomplish nothing by doing so. So instead, we're going to move over here, circle around the fleas, and just make them go away.
Take that.
Okay, it looks like they just fired tags at the Chasseur, so I need to get him out of the line of fire.
Yup.
I say this, of course, and I'm sending him into the line of fire. But taking this chameleon out is going to be very useful, and then I can bring the machine gun to bear on the inner sphere standards.
I'm on him.
No damage. Well, one structure damage, but that's essentially nothing. Let's see what those fleas are going to do. They're going to run. That's not what I was hoping they would do.
Waiting for orders.
But we'll have bugs move over here. Minimum distance. I've never seen that error message before, but I imagine that's because a minimum distance is required for flying vehicles, otherwise they, I don't know, crash.
Affirmative. That didn't hit.
No effect on target, it's fine.
Commander.
We're going to change the plan.
Engage.
I feel as though we accomplished something.
Short-range missiles are out.
It's definitely unsteady, which is good.
Ready for orders.
The Huron warrior is definitely just going to get in there and take a shot. I'm hoping this kills it.
Got it.
It did not. It's going to try to move? Okay, I suppose.
What is it already?
I think I need to, yeah, move a hunchback over here and just sort of alpha strike into these fleas. It's not the best course of action, but they can't do anything. They're just going to run all over the map and annoy us and make us split our units.
Guns on target. Good hit there.
Okay, panic level critical. Let's see if they eject. Can they eject? I wouldn't know. Alright, they've placed a tag on the Chasseur again. I think their mortars were only one-shots because they're not calling that in again.
Ready for orders.
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Alright, this time we're not going to focus on standard ammo. We're just going to fire our tandems in the hopes that we can get through armor and take out structure.
Aye, aye.
We definitely took a chunk out of it at any rate. I do want to get
I
there,
got you.
where I had a shot on the inner sphere standards.
Locking off. All weapons distant.
And the reason that I really wanted to get that shot in is because machine guns deal double damage to battle armor,
Standing by.
which makes that a much more effective way of getting those off the field as compared to chasing them with autocannons.
Roger.
Engine crit.
That hit something good.
Pilot ejected. Cockpit destroyed. Good. Okay. That's useful.
Yes.
Now, at this point, I should be able to remove these fleas from the battlefield. I'm going to turn off the AC-20 just so I don't risk a misfire.
Guns on target.
Please tell me I hit. Nothing! Oh, man. That's terrible. Now, I want to keep the mechs actually out of the line of fire from that battle armor, because I'm sure it has a melee weapon that it can use for a swarm attack. I'm no longer going to worry about breaching shots, though, and I'm just going to keep shooting.
No luck. Receiving you.
Next, we'll send bugs. Unfortunately, we don't have any more cluster munitions. We're kind of just relying on the AC-10. Do we have any alternate ammo? Oh, we have some standard ammo, which is much more useful, I think, than slug rounds.
I copy.
I mean, we still didn't hit anything, but, you know, principle's there. Those fleas are going to continue trying to run. And we're going to see which of our mini and varied combined arms units can get to them. Looks like it's going to be Shorty.
Standing by.
We could go for a melee attack, but we're not going to take the charge, because a charge damages our mech just as much as it damages the enemy. So instead, and we're not going to use our tandems either, they're too valuable right now. We're going to use standards, and they should hit.
Engaging with mine.
1 out of 14 hit. That's a pretty abysmal success rate. I think the Huron Warrior's minigun can actually... Okay, I got a plan.
Yes.
Because if I can get the Huron Warrior's minigun into range on that... Is it the Huron Warrior that has the minigun attached? Because it should be. Gauss Rifle, yeah. Is it the Hunchback that has the minigun? Who has the minigun? Jordy with the Javelin. Okay, sure, I guess. Alright, Bugs. It's gonna be up to you. If you can put an AC-10 round up the rear of the Inner Sphere Standards. Nope.
Lucky that one. Yep.
No, we're gonna do something dumb. We will
Roger.
use the MRMs to take out these fleas and then retask Shorty. I legitimately think this is a good idea. Actually, no, we'll just fire everything. Pew pew! Unit destroyed.
Target eliminated. SRMs are out.
Alright, now we send the Huron Warrior in, because we're going to have 2 other units backing our play. We're no longer caring about breaching shot, we're just firing everything on the mech. And the fire is going to continue spreading through the forest, which is going to inflict damage to them.
What are your orders, Skipper?
But I definitely need the Chasseur to get into position so that we can bring the machine gun to bear. That is currently our priority.
Engage target.
Alright, 2 hits from the machine gun. It could be worse.
Receiving you.
We'll sprint Shorty over here,
Aye, aye.
because we want his minigun on target. Erase that.
Confirmed.
Move Kickstart in closer,
Affirmative, Commander.
so the Kickstart is more likely to draw fire than the Huron Warrior. The machine gun is jammed,
Here we go.
so we're relying on
That's a
the
miss.
Autocannon, which is not
Yes,
great.
Commander. Moving out.
We'll send out the light rocket carrier, and hope that he can rack up another kill. We've got 7 barrages left from the MRM-20, so it's not like I intend to stop shooting. But now it's their turn. They are able to call in a mortar.
Orders.
You little jerks.
On it.
Alright, I've encircled them. I've got to be able to get this 47% shot.
Firing. Enemy 6.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just turned that dude into paste.
Yes. Moving.
Our hunchback got pulled off of the main force,
Guns on target.
but we've still got lasers. We'll always have lasers.
Yeah.
So we'll circle the Huron warrior around.
Affirmative.
Turn another guy into paste.
Critical hit, Commander. Give them everything.
Those mortars just came down, unfortunately.
Good to go.
Alright, and this should wrap up the mission.
Firing.
Granted, I say that, and then, of course, I hit 4 out of 20 missiles. Time to see where this goes. Looks like they're staging a retreat, and they're still trying to get a tag onto the Chasseur, which I don't particularly like, but
Ready for
I will
orders.
do what I can.
Position confirmed.
Minigun is still jammed. But that's fine, because at this point we are going to fire tandems into the battle armor.
Enemy outflanked.
They are at panic level critical.
What is it already?
And really, this is just mopping up. I mean, there's one little battle armor guy, 2 little battle armor guys left, and
Guns on target.
the instant we hit them with something, they are going to be done.
Yeah.
So I think we'll just circle the VTOL. We'll put some fire on them. There's not much else we can do at the moment.
Target confirmed.
Okay, we turn another guy into paste. I feel kind of bad in so much as,
Ready to rock. Yup.
like, we don't really have a good way to take these guys out, so we're just, like, shooting them with munitions that are meant for buildings.
Copy that.
And of course the machine gun is still jammed. There's nothing we can do about that.
Yep.
You have to pass a gunnery roll to unjam a weapon, and for some reason Kickstart's not passing gunnery rolls. So we will continue to shoot at one little guy.
Take this dirty.
And we did it! We finally did it.
That one's gone.
And now we just linger on the burning forest of where we emptied so many munitions into them. And that concludes the mission.
Mission successful.
And we are done with the mission. We disrupted the Merrick Reconnaissance Patrol, destroyed the enemy units. Merrick takes a 4-point loss in the flare-up, which gives us 140,000 additional C-bills, but no additional salvage. which is kind of a bummer, but we are going to continue fighting House Merrick throughout this entire battle. So let's take a look at what we get from salvage. Well, first we have XP in the damage report. Our Chasseur took a little bit of damage, our Javelin took a little bit of damage. Both of those should be fully repaired by the time we drop into the next mission. And those are the only mechs that took any damage. Let's take a look at what we have here. We have a Chameleon. What is available on it? We don't even have to care what's available on it. It's got no weapons left. The medium pulse laser is gone, the medium laser is gone, the extended range large laser is gone. We can re-kit this bad boy however we want. And assuming there's nothing else worth taking, we're taking this. Yeah, there's nothing else worth taking. So I think we're gonna take the, we'll take the battle armor chunks. And move right along. Alright. We are back. It's going to take 4,604 days to repair our tank and our mech that took the nasty hits. So we'll get started on that. I don't know how long it's going to take to repair the... Ooh, we have Kickstart is fatigued. We're going to be short a vehicle pilot, so Fester's going to have to take over vehicle duty. That's not the best. But let's go look at the mech bay.
Hey, Commander. With you in a second.
So, just to go over what we're looking at, we do have several mechs here. Our Eagle is missing textures, apparently. So that doesn't seem fun. There's our Javelin. Let's go back to our Eagle. Nope, that's missing textures. So, in other news, this is our new paint job for the Festering Wounds. It is a neon pink glow. It does not at all mean that we're missing textures. Here's our Huron Warrior. No issues there. Let's go look at... Yeah, our Chameleon, which is currently missing an arm. But we can fix that. And we have one slot left for a mech, so we really can't loot anything else. We're going to have to retask and do some serious... We're going to have to make some serious changes to the config here. So we will start the process by hitting repair all. It's going to give us everything. And that leaves us with a mech that has no weapons. Everything else is gone. And that leaves us 8 tons to play with right now. So step 1, obviously, we're going to bolt this sucker in. The particle projector cannon. I believe we have the particle projector cannon capacitor that we're going to mount on here. And the next thing we're going to do has an engine core 300. It's going to be a runner, that's for sure. Let's look at the internals here. All we have is the standard clan fire control system, so it's not too great. We don't really have anything else we can do with it at the moment. However, I do think there is a strong case to be made that if we bolt either ferrofibrous armor or endosteel structure into this, we will be able to fill up almost all of these hard points. Right now, this is just going to be a PPC sniper, but there's not much else we can do with it. I do wish that we had a better option, but there's not anything right now. Like, I don't see anything that we can do. We're full up on tonnage. We'll have to think about it. Alright, let's go ahead and validate. That's going to take 2 weeks to fill out. So, going to be a significant delay before we get that thing on the field. However, let's look at our Eagle. I want to see what our Eagle has. Hopefully, this... Nope, it's still just a missing texture. That's okay. What can we bolt into you that is going to be helpful? We can't put in a machine gun, because that takes a ballistic hard point. We don't have anything that can do that. We can't really bolt in another heat sink. Our heat efficiency is already at maximum. We can't really go with triple strength Myomer, and it wouldn't really do anything for us anyway. There's nothing we can really equip. That's a shame. So we're just underweight by a ton. Wait, what if we max armor? Yeah, that fixes the problem.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
I'm actually going to bump the Eagle up ahead of the Chameleon because the Chameleon is significantly less important. That missing texture is really annoying. Alright, so we're back to the Argo. And once again, that is actually going to conclude our mission for now. In 3 days, we will, of course, have another part of the attack contract to take on the forces of House Merrick and the Free Worlds League to defend this system for the Magistracy of Canopus. If you did enjoy what you saw today, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you just want to share pictures of your own custom lance or pictures of your dog, I'm cool with that too, please reach out in the comments and I will be sure to get back to you. Thank you once again for coming out, and remember, Mr. Rogers would love you just the way you are, and so do I. Be good to each other out there.